And I hope they stick to their guns next season. I hope they let bygones be bygones, and I just kind of hope they don't really bring the dad back. He was a great character, but I feel like he served his purpose. And I just want the writers to challenge themselves even more. Bring new characters in that help push our main characters more. But overall, I think the season was good. Despite its flaws, it was a good season. It's been nearly 2 years since that video, and right now it's one of the most popular videos on my channel, so of course I come back to do a season 5 review. That video is terrible too. I've definitely gotten better throughout the years, but you guys loved it and I appreciate you guys for it. F is for Family season 5, the final season for F is for Family. You read the title. It was a good send-off. Real sad to see it go. Good things must come to an end eventually. And I'm glad Netflix doesn't run their shows into the ground, even the ones that deserve a few more seasons. I'm looking at you, BoJack. I'm sad to see it go because I felt like the writers, the voice actors, the animators were actually really getting good at creating the show. Season 4 and 5, while they weren't the funniest seasons out of the whole series, they were creating high quality stuff, interesting stories with their main characters, and giving more character development to outside main characters. They were getting really good, and it would have been beautiful to see how the show would have bloomed even more if it was given a few more seasons, so it's a shame to see it end here. I feel like the team creating the show were getting real comfortable with creating the show and really want to push themselves even further. I hope the team behind the show goes on to do some great things. So what does this season do so well? Well, the world. This season, Frank actually takes a bit of a back seat. It's not that we don't completely see him no more, he's still there, he's still the main character of the show, but it kind of gave everybody else a lot more screen time than we're normally used to, so we end up seeing Frank a little bit less, and I really didn't mind that at all. We've seen Frank in all 4 seasons, so I felt perfectly fine with Frank being less in our face, especially because season 3 and 4 pushed the other characters a lot further by giving them more material. For the most part, the characters pretty much have their stories continued from season 4, adding new plot to their story, obviously. And I don't want to repeat too much of what I said in my last video about F is for Family, but it is pretty much more F is for Family. The characters are going through situations that make them uncomfortable and they're constantly going from it. We're adding a few more layers to the characters, and a big thing of this season is insecurities. Insecurities is something that's been pushed a little more in this season. We kind of see what most of the characters are insecure about. Now that I think about it, this season might be the season where we see the most sad emotion from these characters. Everyone kind of just seems really sad, especially halfway through. No one seems happy, even Smokey seems kind of sad.
No one should have to suffer this life. And here I am, making more babies. I'm a monster.
He's a good listener.
Which usually the issues that the characters face in the past seasons don't really go that deep and usually are easy resolved. Season 5 almost felt like a drama show at a few moments, and as I said, while the comedy may not be as good as the earlier seasons, and disclaimer too, the comedy is fine in this season, don't get me wrong, but there's just other aspects of the show where it shines more. But this show has found a good way to bring up issues from those times and create storylines out of them, and season 5 I feel like they took it there a little bit more. Issues that black folks faced, gay folks faced, the ignorance of religion back then. I do like comedy that has their fair share of political stuff in them. And one of my issues for season 4 is that I think they could have gone further. It kind of stays on the same line for the most part, but there's a few scenes that don't shy away from it at all. And it works well because again, like I said, the season's tone just feels a lot more serious. Another critique I had for last season was Sue. I definitely felt like Sue was kind of just there last season, but this season though, she absolutely shines. Her character really comes out. She hasn't really been that interested to me since season 2 moments regarding the whole salad tosser storyline, but this season she shines a lot. We get an actual character from Sue this time around. And I actually like the fact that she does things wrong this season. She has her arsehole moments too. I feel like in the past few seasons she's kind of made to be perfect. We're supposed to feel sympathetic towards her all the time, but this season that kind of goes away. It honestly makes her feel a lot more down to earth, and I honestly think it was a nice change. She wasn't being outshined by other characters like she was last season. We got a few things answered too when it comes to Sue's family. We weren't 100% sure about her parents throughout the whole show, same goes with Frank's mother. All of the issues I kind of had with season 4 are kind of addressed in here for the most part. My big issues was the comedy felt forced at times and the animation was lacking in a few scenes. And this time around, yeah, they were kind of addressed. Guma still feels like he gets a lot more screen time than I would have liked, and again, I feel like he works best when he has less screen time, like he did in actual season 1 and 2, but hey, what can you do? They kind of give him a little bit more character. It's fine, I'll take it. I haven't really said much about Frank as of yet, but honestly, he kind of feels more of the same as season 4. We see him in an emotional state, an uncomfortable state, chasing something that may not be real just to get that sense of closure. I get it. It makes sense. It's perfect for his character. I've always enjoyed the way they wrote Frank, and Bill Burr does an amazing job with him, but I feel like this season I really felt like that his energy really can be the direction of the family's energy a lot of the time. When he was upset, the family was upset. When he was happy, the family was happy. And I actually really enjoyed that family dynamic when it comes to Frank. So yeah, I don't really have anything to add to this review. It's more F is for Family, more of a part 2 to season 4, improving upon it, and again, it's real sad to see it go because I really think they were getting good at creating this show. Episode 6 kind of had this Pulp Fiction type of way of storytelling, which kind of showed to me that they were interested in trying out new things and trying different approaches to the story, I guess. There was a few in love and memory picks near the end of certain episodes, one being Michael K. Williams, who I had no idea he actually plays Smokey. So to everyone who worked on the show, I want to say a big thank you for creating a fun, great, enjoyable, digestible show. Thank you. So F is for Family, Season 5, an 8 out of 10, a really good send-off.